What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the Brew Lab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster in Chief. And tonight, in the Brew Lab, I'm coming at you with a deck that got me to Diamond just quickly, quick and breezy. Sitting on 77% win rate on upwards of 40 matches. It is a standard deck, so I'm breaking a little bit from the plan. I was supposed to be pumping out more Explorer content, but yesterday I was playing both. I was, jumping between ladders and playing a bit of Explorer, a bit of Draft, a bit of Standard. And then I threw together a quick Standard deck because Mono Red and the usual suspects weren't just doing the thing for me. So I just quickly brewed this up and suddenly I was like 14-1, I think was my best streak at one point. Now I'm on like 30 for 9. So like regardless, really good win rates. And I was like, okay, well, let's switch back to Standard just for one day so I can show you guys this brew. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it, shall we? Simply called Selesnya Light. I've been doing these for a while now, where it's essentially mono white. As you can see, it's mono white stuff going on. But you splash the ever so smallest amount of green, so that we can play our top end here, the two Sigardas. The most recent adjustment, because initially the deck started off like this, and then I ended up doing this. Because I actually, yes, you can, this is also fantastic. You can cast stuff off the top of your library, which is a form of card advantage, but Sigarda here actually puts a card in your hand when it attacks, if you have Coven, so I thought this was just better, and it's an Anthem effect. When you consider the fact that we have the Intrepid Adversary, the Coppercoat Vanguard, and the Sigarda, that's essentially 3 different Anthem effects in the same deck. Also, different from the standard, like, aggro mono-white deck that you'll find on Untapped. They aren't running the Anointed Peacekeeper. Yes, they'll have Thalia, but not the Peacekeeper. This slot is generally taken up by other things in the aggro version of the deck. And then here on the top end, instead of having these beautiful flying angels that care about humans, they're playing the Knight with Convoke. I am not a huge fan. Yes, it's a really strong card. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like talking the card down. It's a freaking strong card. But I think that especially in the mirror, or of course of which there are many, and all sorts of other matchups, like suddenly you just arrive at this point, I found, in playing a lot with mono white aggro, that you need to have this flying threat to get through the final points of damage, because the opponent, generates enough blockers, or whatever the case might be, and you can't get through for damage anymore. The addition of a flyer that also draws cards and pumps your squad is just essential, in my opinion, and it's been working really, really well, as I mentioned earlier. The rest of the deck, I don't feel the need to explain again. We all know what this stuff does. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that and jump right into some games. See how the deck performs on the Diamond ladder. We're basically only relying on Brutal Cathar as our removal. And we're mostly winning games less from removing the opponent's things, but more from preventing them from removing ours. Thalia into Anointed Peacekeeper, take their sweeper out of their hand, stall their removal, and then also have the ward from the Coppercoat Vanguard, and potentially also we're running 2 copies of the Hexproof, what's it called? The Surge of Salvation. It's been fantastic, and that is about as good of an opening hand as it gets. Isilduro. Dropping Skrelvs. It's the Duelist. Yeah, it's got to be that, right? So this is modified down to 2 mana. So if he pays 1, he still gets to hold up. But it's not enough to get through the ward as well. As long as I don't also swing with the Vanguard. Okay, I like this. I like this. Yeah. Yeah, he's only got 1 legendary. This costs 2. Plus the 1 from the ward. It's not enough. So there we go. We can Seed Core. Make this into a 3/3. And then get in for another bit of damage. And then we should just win on the crackback. If I have done my math correctly. Oh, I really thought you would go for that Seed Core. We're dead next turn, so I just... Maybe I should have just swung with the Vanguard as well, but just the double strike there. Still not enough. You have to block the 8/4, and even then it's not enough. Cool beans. I did my maths, like... We could have swung with the Vanguard as well, but it wasn't necessary. Just that one Anointed Peacekeeper won us the match. The card is so good. On to the next one. I'm surprised, like, actually... and I promise I didn't copy it, nobody. But I did see Power Dragon put out a video with Selesnya humans like a little, maybe like a week ago or something. And it sat in the back, it must have sat in the back of my head, and it's what influenced my brewing session. Could be worse. I'll keep it. Might even play the adversary on 2, honestly. Let's see what the opponent's jamming with these sleeves. I get a little worried about control. Okay, never mind. We got ourselves a mirror. But I'm the one who's splashing the green. Let's see who does better. Yeah, that's enough lands now for the rest of the match. Thank you. Brutal Cathar. Yes, no, maybe. Adeline. Freaking frick. GG. And we are just absolutely ridiculously flooding. Like, you know what's good in a situation like this? Just, I don't know. I mean, we've lost already, I can tell. So frustrating. win some, you lose some. There's very little you can do when your hand is full of lands. Beg your pardon, no. Go like this. Like this. I guess. Just wrecked. Completely wrecked. Imagine, what, he got the Eiganjo land? No. Honestly, man. Like, thanks, Arena. Mwah. Don't you just love it when that happens? Oh, makes me so happy. Goose rubber. 5 lands in hand. Ah! What was that? 4, 5? 5, I think. Sure. Sure. MTG lol. MT lol. Okay. 2 Coppercoats is nice. Wow. Lightning strike. I mean, play, yeah, whatever. Play with fire. So lucky. So lucky. Hey, I wonder if he's got another play with fire. At least we got old Sigarda here next turn. And then into Intrepid. That should be pretty nice. Like if our things could actually survive, it'd be pretty nice. God. Talk about freaking nut draw mono red. Jeez. Okay, so now it's the turn where he plays a creature. Random old creature comes into play as a 4/4. Does he have the follow-up? Of course he does, right? He's obviously got to play with fire in hand. So we go for this one. And he thinks, okay, cool. Sorry, my friend. Off you shall go. Ah. Nothing better than beating a nut draw mono red like that. And weren't we on the play as well? I beg your pardon. On the draw, weren't they on the play? Can't remember, but still, those are some of my favorite moments. You can mute your opponent's emotes and pet by selecting their avatar. Why, thank you. Sure. Green. Huh. Interesting. So it might just be, Oh. Oh no. Oh no. My game just hanged. Wow, it's been a while since that happened. Great. Okay, let's quickly reboot before it's too late and I lose my match. Sorry, guys. If you needed any more proof that I don't edit my videos, here you are. Uncut. Straight back in. That's strange. It's been a long time since it just straight up hanged on me like that. Like... Come on, come on, come on. Quick, 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 quick. I'm gonna hold up the surge here. That way next turn we can go Adeline. Yeah, sure. No, it's just gonna be, like, it depends if it's like, is it one of those matches where the ramp opponent manages to get the Sunfall off? Never have I seen a person playing ramp with depopulate. But hey, what can you do? On to the next one. I was really not expecting that. That's the last thing I was expecting. It's usually Sunfall or Farewell. I haven't seen depopulate in those lists in a long time because, you know, usually on turn 4 you want to play your Zendikar invasion thing. The rampy invasion. Rangi 1 or Rangil? What, another one? Okay, maybe not. Maybe this is just, you know, Esper nonsense. Cut down! Ah! Okay. Esper breach? Esper midrange? Using the white shell? Maybe? Sweeper. Again. Okay. That's fine. Ish. Kinda. Sorta. Okay, this is cool. So now we get to hold up the surge for once. Yeah. Lame. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, it could still just totally be a freaking Sunfall right now in my face. Would not be surprised. Or it's Wandering Emperor. Hey! Huh, okay. Is that. You've got a second one? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude.
You're just underwhelming.
Oh, wait. Cancel. What am I doing?
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Shit! Elspeth Smite and Wandering Emperor all in one go.
You're done for good.
You little slimer. You ain't getting another guy from there, my dear friend. Sorry. Plunk, plunk. Got another Wandering Emperor? Of course you do. Bad on you for flashing it in early though, because now I get to pick
You started this fight,
the Emperor
but I
for the Cathar guy. Man, unbelievable this card, hey?
You're done.
Somehow there's always a second one. It's the most gnarly. Jeez. Okay, wrong card. You should have gone for the Adeline. No idea why you were doing that.
See you later. Let your blade do the talking.
Yeah. Whatevs. Either way, I was thinking about getting back the Coppercoat. Hopeful Initiators. So good. So good. So nice. Ooh, ooh. I got a you. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Ba, 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 ba. Our standard is really solved. It's been a while since I felt it be this solved. I'm pretty excited for spoilers to start and whatnot. However, the brew that I'm going to be putting up in Explorer tomorrow is also looking super nice. Like, really excited to jam that one. Third land, baby. Let's go. All I want is that third land. Playing against the Selesnya enchantments by the looks of it, but could be wrong. Of course not. So in this case, let's jam the Thalia down. In case there's a ossification up his sleeve. Of course, he still doesn't have a basic. So frustrating. Gonna go for it. Nice. Baby, just give me that land when I need it every time. Ah, well. I guess the opponent's busy saying the exact same thing on his end. How are we doing for time? 25 minutes in. Nice. Quick, breezy matches, guys. I highly recommend this deck. If you're interested in ranking quickly this season, definitely a sleeper. No one's playing Selesnya humans. Everyone's playing mono white humans. You don't get access to these amazing angels like Reese's Pieces. Sure. bit slow, but cool. We got the Angel. Brutal Cathar is not an amazing 3-drop in most, most games. Here we go again. Every game, the same shit. It's insane. Mono red is really starting to bore me, like big time boring. Brutal Cathar. Just put something on the board. So shocking. Was not expecting that one. Alright, Sigarda. Let's go. Looking smart, my dear. My daughter's just done her hair and conditioner. Looking fabulous. Just fabulous. I guess getting a little lucky here. The opponent's not bricking. If he thinks I'm going to block any of that, he can dream on. Come on! He could just have the lightning strike now and get rid of the adversary. Okay, I'm cool with that. Now we also have different... There we go. It's better to happen on his turn than the other way around. So now we pass the turn again. Oh, poor guy. No blocks. Okay, now we can swing with Sigarda. And we'll actually get to draw a card. We have Coven. And we can protect stuff with Skrelv boy. Decisions. Has to be Adeline. Still got the 1 mana for, so we don't have to pay life to do the Skrelv thing. Aw, did you keep a hand with no lands, Mr. Mono Red? Aw, feels so bad for you. Not. Gonna exile 6 cards at the top of his library. I specifically went for that because it's stuff that he probably wanted to keep. Now he's forced into making a decision that's less nice than it's probably gonna have to be a mountain, and that means he just lost himself a bunch of good cards for his deck. GG. Yeah. Oh, hells yeah. Massive adversary. Wow, he doesn't give up, huh? Not enough. Wow, we just flooded like crazy. They were bricking, we were flooding, man. How many in a row was that off the top? regardless, another victory against mono red, and that is really the best thing about this deck. I'll show you guys in the stats at the end. My win rate against mono red with this deck is honestly like shocking, absolutely shocking. I think this is going to be our final match. We've done enough to showcase what the deck is capable of. I was kind of hoping to slam the other Sigarda, the new one from the Aftermath, on the board just because it's cool, but trimming that one down to 1 and bringing the other one up to 3 has led to the obvious. We're getting more of the one and less of the other, but that's why I made the changes, because I honestly think the old one, this one, is better. Holy crap, man. Just ridiculous how much of this deck is on the ladder. Just ridiculous. Like, I faced turn 1 Kumano or turn 1 Phoenix Chick, whatever, like, every other freaking video. And of course it'll be the turn when I mean the game when I'm actually bricking, because this is a pretty good hand against mono red, but if we don't find a land next turn, might as well just concede. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! We could have... whatever. Whatever. Watch. Unbelievable, man. There's 24 lands in this deck. I'm certain. I'm so certain. I was actually making this point in a video a little while back. I was playing that Titan Breach, I think it was. I'd gone down to like 21 lands or something. But because I was playing what's his name? You know, the guy with Coven that enters the battlefield, finds your basic planes, and I was playing the Restoration of Eiganjo, and like I was finding myself flooding. And I was like, I made the point like, oh, if I had to play a mono red deck with like that tops out at like a 3-drop is the highest card in the curve, and I play 21 lands, I have more chance of bricking in that deck than this deck, which has like 6 drops and stuff, but I'm only running 21 lands. It's I'm sure it's algorithm shenanigans at work in a situation like that. Because here I have again like 24 lands in a deck with you know, the highest thing is a 4-drop, and it's really not even the important stuff. Like the majority of the things are on 3-drop slot, the important stuff, and all I want is 3 lands, and then you just don't find them. I find that to be really strange. Like in paper, doesn't happen quite like that. IMO. Thalia. Ah, okay. Let's see if he blocks now. His own Adeline? No, not even. Cool beans. Oh, that's nice. Why not block one of the 1/1s? Did I misjudge something there? Aha. Good call. Please give me a green source off the top, like an untapped green source. Brushlands or whatever it's called. Victory is mine! How are we doing for time? Okay. This time it's the final match, promise. I'm actually having too much fun, and I cannot wait to show you the stats. Like, it's gonna be something like 40 for 12 or something. 75% win rate. The last time I checked it was before I hit record, and I've done 2 takes. The first take I had a mic issue. That was such a good take, man. The victories I had with that one, but unfortunately my cable was jiggling, and when I listened to it back, it was all squonky and grating. But the second take hasn't disappointed. Pretty sweet. Huh. Slightly longer queue time. Playing against quad ducks. Quad ducks. Quaducks. 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 Okay, that's cool. Two, 3, 4. No 1, but we got 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, how many games have we played against this in one freaking night? Like, holy cannolis, man. Unbelievable. Three lightning strikes. Doesn't get much more mono reddish than that. The question here is, yeah, we go for Sigarda next turn. And we slam the Vanguard next turn, and GG! So he needs 5 mana. Okay, so then in that case we go. It's not quite enough, I'm afraid. Alright guys, final match, that was it. It's time to jump into some stats. I think you're gonna be very pleasantly surprised. So, I gotta do this. Gotta do this. There we go. We're on my profile. I think I'm already on the deck, so I don't have to click on anything else. Wow. Wow. There we go. 73%, 38 for 14. Did I guess that right? I think, yeah, I was close to my correct guess, but the real, like, key takeaway here, guys, 13 for 3 against mono red. Also now, like, not a bad little run there, I guess. 8 for 5, could be better. Then I had some bad luck like last night, but then the real good one was this one. If you go all the way back down here, at one point I was 12 and 3. This one was crazy town, just winning. Anyway, like, I love it when stats speak for themselves. I'll make this visible for you guys to go copy and enjoy. Jumping back into the deck in the client with my final thoughts and any kind of adjustments that I'd like to make. Honestly, this is what I did just before I hit record. Last night I was running it like this, and I also had full playset of Thalia and no Skrelv. That's how I was initially running it. Then, I don't know, I was finding myself with opening hands with 2 Thalias, and then I'd like top deck another Thalia, like before, you know, the top 10 cards. So then you'd have like 3 Thalias in the top 10 cards of your library. It's good, but it's not that good. Like, the opponent just needs to cast like one End the Festivities or whatever. Like, it's really quite easy to get rid of, and then it's sort of served its purpose. So I don't know. I've always been a huge fan of 3 Thalias. Most people will say, "Oh, what are you doing? You're crazy. These are your 2 best cards in the deck. You should have 4 Thalias, 4 Adelines." Let me know in the comments how you would run it. But this is my latest take on this mono white shell. Splashing green for some bomb ass angels. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. I will be seeing you guys all in the next one with another fresh Explorer brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the Brew Lab signing out. Peace, y'all.